The Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers, new board member and advisory council member orientation. The Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers is a non-profit organization that has been in existence since 1945. It consists of board members from across all 6 New England states. The main purpose of the Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers is to provide continuing education for animal welfare workers across New England on a regular basis. It also plans and facilitates the largest animal welfare educational conference in New England on an annual basis. The Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers consists of a 12-member board of directors and an advisory council that may not exceed 12 members in any given year. The board of directors are responsible for the establishment and implementation of policies and programs consistent with the purpose of the organization, as well as the organization's bylaws and goals. The board members are the trustees of the finances. They are also responsible for managing activities. Board members are elected by the membership for 4-year terms. Advisory council members provide experience, perspective, and expertise. They offer advice and counsel but hold no voting privileges on the board. They are appointed for a 1-year term by the board of directors. Advisory council members are chosen with the hope they will go on to becoming board members with full voting privileges. If you are watching this presentation, you have been chosen as an advisory council member, and we would like to congratulate you and to thank you. But what does it really mean? What are the expectations in the upcoming year? You might be wondering what the travel obligations are, and that is an excellent consideration. The travel obligations can be relatively extensive. The Federation meets approximately every other month, or approximately 6 times a year. These meetings are held at various locations throughout New England. In addition to regular meetings, all board members and advisory council members are expected to attend an annual retreat. The primary focus and goal during this retreat is to begin the plans for the next annual training conference, in addition to discussing the current state of animal welfare and the Federation itself. This annual retreat usually takes place in May or June and is a 2-day retreat in Kennebunkport, Maine. The other big obligation as far as travel goes is to attend all days of the annual training conference and be available to all board members, specifically to the conference committee members of which you have signed on for. The Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers does not cover any expenses for travels. This is something you also must consider before committing. There are 2 main focuses throughout the year. There are the standing committees, which include the governance committee, nominating, communications, and the outreach committee. There are also several subcommittees within these. Then there are the conference committees, which include scholarship, networking, logistics, vendor sponsor, and program committees. Traditionally, each advisory council member signs up for 2 committees, 1 standing committee and 1 conference committee. All of these committees will be further discussed in detail at the annual retreat, at which point you will be expected to sign up. Chairing a committee basically means being the leader and delegator of the committee. The chair ensures that the goals of the committee are followed through and achieved. Advisors are not expected to chair a committee. Board members will take on this responsibility. The most important thing to remember as you venture on this journey on the board of the Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers is to remember to keep the best interests of the organization on the forefront. This means you should always keep the mission front and center, which is to aim to provide innovative and responsible animal welfare education to the animal welfare workers across New England. You can't go wrong if you do this. We ask that you bring forward an ethical and hardworking attitude so that the animals in our care will eventually benefit from our efforts. In return, your fellow board members will promise to guide you and support you through the process of this very important work. Thank you for joining the Federation of New England Animal Welfare Workers.